It's a tough one for some of us too. Because after you hand over the thing to God, then the next step means you have to sit back and let Him do His thing. And leave it with Him so He can do His thing. And this passage is in Psalms. So if you have a Bible, whether it's your paper Bible, your geeky Bible like mine on my iPhone, get it out for me. Go to Psalms 27. We're going to look at verse 14. So 27:14. It's a passage that's all about the waiting. It says this: wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Now just a quick, real basic thing. When an author or somebody that you know repeats a sentence, what are they trying to accomplish?
Beat it into your head.
Trying to drive the point home, right? Get both of the parts of your mind. The psalmist says twice, he bookends it. You know, he does it at the very beginning. He says, wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Now this one is perhaps the most vulnerable of the three, only because there may be some of you in this room at the tables that are waiting right now. First service, we had a story shared of one of our members. I don't know if she's in here this morning or not, but who she and her husband had made an offer on a house and had been waiting for months and months and months and months. And if you talk to she and her husband, they want this house so bad, I guarantee you they can feel it. You ever wanted something so bad you can feel it? Like you just, especially when you were a little kid, you just wanted something so bad your whole body ached. And you might actually have that even these days. You want something so bad, it's like physically you feel it. And they're concerned that there may be some bad news on the horizon. And they're going, okay, God, we tried to trust you. We're waiting, but what in the world are you doing, man? What's going on? So that's what I want to encourage you to share at your table this morning. Whether you want to be that vulnerable or you want to sell something a little simpler than that, that's totally up to you. But this morning, as we talk about God asked us to trust on Him, wait on Him, and have hope in Him, what are you waiting for? Or what's a story of something that you waited a long time for? And finally you got your answer. Last story I'm going to set you loose. A couple of years ago, the experience, it was one of the first weekends I was here. I'll never forget this story, ever. I don't even know who it was. I don't even know if they still go to church here or not. Really, it was in the beginning. I didn't know names and faces. It was a person who said, talking about waiting. Maybe this is something some of you need to talk about this morning, because you need some encouragement. You need somebody to love on you. You need somebody to pray for you. This lady talked about never, ever, ever, ever give up on people you love. And she talked about, I don't remember, it was her dad or her husband or her brother, I don't remember which. But it was somebody who had kind of strayed away and was like, just made some really bad decisions in his life. And she and her family had been praying for him that he would make some better decisions and come back to the Lord. And they prayed and they prayed and they prayed. And I remember this story like it was yesterday, standing in that old gym building we used to rent. And I remember her standing there and saying, I just want to encourage you to never give up on God, to never stop waiting. Because this person has finally come back to the Lord, and it's been 40 years. That's a long time. I'm not 40 yet. That feels like a long time to me. Okay? I haven't lived 40 years yet. That's a long time to wait. That's no knock on anybody who's over 40. I'm just saying that's a long time. You know, I just got I quit it, not anyway. You know what I mean? But the point is, this person and her family never gave up for 40 years, 4 decades. That's half the typical American lifespan. And this loved one came back to Jesus. Never stop waiting. So at your table for just a few minutes, stories of waiting, whether it's right now or in the past. And I challenge you, I even dare you, if you're willing to be vulnerable, and I know that's risky because now we're talking about trust, aren't we? Because when you to be vulnerable, you got to trust. So let people at your table know. Let this be a community for you. Let the people at your table know what you're hurting, what's going on. Let them pray for you. Let them encourage you as you go through the waiting. So spend a few minutes and talk about that.